Hi guys, just going to do a little studio update on what I'm working on at the minute. This is foam board and it's a magnetised tree stand, which I'm fairly proud of because with it being foam board, I put PVA glue on this side and the thing instantly went like that and curled up. And I painted the bottom. I'll give you a look now if I can get it off the table. That's kitchen towel, black paint and PVA glue, right? So I haven't banged this off yet, so some of the grit's still coming off. What happened was, when it started to curl up, I kind of panicked and I painted an X on it, which I've seen a fantasy artist do when he's painting canvas boards to stop them warping and poster board. He primes it with gesso, but he does an X of gesso on the back to stop it curling. That didn't work. So I lathered paint onto the back of it, still didn't work. Painted PVA glue on the back of it, still curling up on me. So what I done was, because this and the other side were wet, I got 2 pieces of kitchen towel, folded them, put it on the top, 2 pieces, folded it, put it on the bottom, and I left my KR case full of Legion on top of it. Took it out the next day, perfectly flat, happy days. So the only thing I have to do now is paint it and bang it off, you know yourself. But see these trees, I got 5 of these for €25. So that's €5 for one of these trees. And I looked at it and I was kind of like, I've seen people online making them with like wire and stuff. And I was like, that's either a toilet brush covered in clump foliage, or that is a wire brush used for washing your car. And I was like, why did I go and pay €25 for 5 trees? I mean, like, that's not even glued in decently, and you can see the bristles now that I've kind of thrown it about a bit, and that really annoyed me. I was like, how much is a toilet roll? Like $1.50 or something in the pound shop. So what I'm going to be trying to do is pick up a cheap one over Christmas. I'll buy some different types of foliage and stuff in, and I'll try and make my own trees and see how that goes. Because €25 for 5 trees, and I want a couple of forest stands or a table, you know. So that's 3. You might have one with 2, so that's €25. You might have a big one with 4. That's another €25. That's €50 on trees, not including the foam board and the time you're putting in. So, you know, and they're not even that good quality because all the stuff keeps falling off them, which is a real pain in the backside. But anyway, that's that. It still has to be painted, and I'll get that done soon. I've done a model showcase of a finished warjack for Hordes. I've also done a showcase for a finished Corn Berserker commission. A few other things terrain wise. This is now the new base of my Hell Brute. I was going to call it Helljack there for a minute. This green stuff bit, instead of I wanted a really cool scenic base, but instead of cutting up my Assault on Blackreach Dreadnought that I've painted, I put a load of Vaseline over it. It's not painted well, like, so I can strip it down. But I use green stuff to make a mould of it. Now I know, you know, it's a touchy subject making moulds and models and stuff, but you know, I'm not selling it for personal use. So, but yeah, as you can see, the detail in the mould actually came out okay. But what happened was I made a very thin layer of green stuff and didn't put enough on the outside of the mould. So when I pushed this in, it turned to crap, and it looks like it's been battered to absolute crap. But it done the job. So what I have now is this, and he's like standing on a destroyed dreadnought, and I have a cast of like the kind of the top of the shoulder guard, so I might do that and just kind of have it hanging out of his fist. But yeah, it's just kind of experimenting with bases, tooling about, and not wanting to waste models. But as long as I don't sell it, I'm good, yeah. I have a Black Legion commission, 10 Chaos Space Marines. I need to strip the models and then paint them, so you're not going to see them until they're stripped. I have 3 work in progress models at the minute. My Blood Angels Librarian, haven't made any more progress in this guy whatsoever. so I'm not going to go into too much detail on him. Tyrant Xerxes has not been improved, but looking at him now, I think there's too much overpowering orange. So what I'm going to do is kind of glaze red into the underside of the creases, so like the orange should be more prominent here, and I want more red here, so I might do that and see how that goes. I need to get this guy finished and get him off the desk, but instead of finishing him, I went and started this guy. He was like a really, how should I say, ornamentally detailed, like power glove. And it's not picking it up because it's painted white at the minute. But that's him there. I've started glazing his cloak and stuff up, and he will look hopefully half decent when he's done. That's him. What else am I doing? Only a terrain set for infinity. Boom. You think that's it? No. We'll throw in a second one. And then we'll throw in a shoebox full of terrain that I have to paint. Boom. It's some seriously cool looking terrain. I'm looking forward to doing that. It's all going to be airbrushed and there's some more there. So I'm looking forward to getting that done. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm actually working on a terrain project, but I don't want to show it still. Rewind and start again. I'm working on a terrain project, but I don't want to show it until it's done. But I didn't take a picture of it beforehand. But I'll just let you know now that when I started, it was a clear. It wasn't perspex. It was just clear plastic, and when you see it finished, hopefully it'll be half decent. But there's a lot of spray paint involved, and it's not working because there was dust in the garage. But stay tuned to see what that is, and I'll let you see the test scheme on this terrain set soon. It's meant to be very similar to Mirror's Edge. I don't know if that's a game or a film, but that's what I'm trying to replicate for this terrain set. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos, and yeah, let me know what you think about them trees, because I was rightly annoyed, we'll say, in polite terms, about that. So let me know what you think about that and see if anyone else has actually done it with toilet brushes or wire brushes. And we'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.